This is Change Your Mindset Podcast, the podcast that helps change your life by helping change the mindset of the 99% into the 1% mindset. Here's your host, Adrian Gomez.
Welcome back to another podcast episode of Change Your Mindset. As always, I'm your host, Adrian Gomez. I think to be successful, you need to have two sides of yourself. One side is you, just how your personality is, just how you are in general. The second side, the other half of you, is a different side. The side of you that needs to get things done. Some people call it your dark side, dark energy, whatever it is. And that side is the side that will get you to be successful, to reach you to get to your goals. That side has to be a competitor. That side has to be willing to get things done no matter what. Personally myself, most people that know me only see one side of me. And that's just a side of me, just who I am, my personality, just me in general. That's the majority of people see only one side. Most people will never ever see the other side of me. Why is that? Because that side people are not around. That side is a side that goes through the hardships. The side that goes through the sacrifice. The side that goes through the blood, sweat, and tears. The side that is in private, that most people will never ever see. Some very few. So when does that side come out? Two times that side comes out. The first one is when I go to the gym. I turn that switch on and I go to a dark place. I don't talk to anyone. I focus. I'm there to work out, get my workout in. Get things done. Not talk around, mess around like majority of people at the gym do. You're there for a reason. To improve. To get better. To get healthier. It's you versus you in that gym. You're not there to mess around. You're not there to play any games. You're there to improve. To get better. Most people always say, they go to the gym, but they all look the same. They don't change. They don't improve. When I'm in the gym, like I said, I go to that dark place. You have to. Because that's when you have to push yourself. That's when you have to go through the grueling pain to improve. You're not improving if you're not going through pain. Once you hit that pain limit, you need to go past it to improve. That's how your muscles grow and they develop through excruciating stress on that muscle. You're not there to compare yourself to somebody else because their genetics could be different. They could be on steroids. They could be on a whole bunch of substances that you have no idea. And you'll never be able to compete with that. The person you compete is the person looking back at you in the mirror. That's who you compete with. That's when you need to improve. You need to get better than that person looking back at you in the mirror. That's why you need to keep pushing yourself. You need to go to that dark place and improve. Not mess around, not play games. You're there for a reason. You only have maybe an hour or two, however long your workout is, to improve, to get better. Don't waste your time lollygagging, being on your phone. You're there for a reason. Get in that mindset, turn that switch on, and improve. Go to that dark place. If you have to use some dark memories, trauma, whatever it is, or you hate how you look, good, use it. Push yourself to the limit. Get in your head, get in your mindset to get better. That's what you have to do. Otherwise, you're just going to be exactly the same. Every time you're at that gym, you're competing with yourself. Nobody else. Don't focus on anybody else. Focus on competing with yourself and get better. If you're doing cardio, you're tired, you want to give up, maybe you're cheating by using the handlebars on the treadmill or bicycle, whatever it is, because it's easier. Challenge yourself. Keep pushing yourself. Get in that dark place. Get in there and push yourself. That's the only way you're going to improve. Use that side of you to improve yourself. Not the other side where you're like everybody else, or you just have your personality. You are who you are. Use the other side of you to be in that dark place and improve. That's what that side is for. So that's one place I use my other side. The other place was when I'm working on my business. I'm very competitive. I wasn't always competitive when I was younger. I wasn't as always competitive as I am now, unfortunately. I wish I was, but I guess you develop competitiveness. I mean, we're all different. Maybe when you were younger, you were competitive, and nowadays you're not anymore. Or you were competitive when you're younger. Until this day, you are still competitive. But the point is, when you're in business, or you have your own business, whatever you're doing, it's you, not just against you. It's you versus your competitors. People that are trying to put you out of business. When I'm there working, everyone's my enemy. I'm there to destroy that person. I'm there to put that person out of business. That's why I'm there. How I look at it, that person is taking food off my plate. That person is taking money out of my pocket. That person is trying to make me go homeless. That's how I view it. If you have kids, maybe it's different. Maybe that person is taking food off your kid's plate. How does that make you feel? Mad, worried, scared? Good, use it. Get in that dark place to beat that person. When it's in business or if you're at work, it's not you versus you anymore. It's you versus the other person. And you have to be willing to take them out. In sports, how is it? The most competitors, the best athletes, are competitive. They want to not beat the other person, the other team. They want to crush them. That is their mindset. Not to beat them by a little bit. They want to destroy that person or team. That's just how the nature goes. Business, same exact thing. You have to be willing to destroy the other person. Take them out of business. Because if you do not, like I said, they will put you out of business. They will shut you down. And that's on you. And if you're in the workforce, if you have a job, same thing goes exactly for you. Maybe someone's trying to take your job away from you. Maybe that person is trying to get a promotion and take your promotion away from you. They are literally taking money now out of your pocket, food off your plate. You'll no longer be able to afford your rent or pay your rent. That's how you have to view it. Same thing, like I say, if you have kids, they're taking it away from your kids. Are you going to let that slide? Are you going to let that happen? That's the side you need to turn on. That's the side I turn on when I'm working. Everyone else is my competitor. I am against everyone else. That's how I see it. That person might be a nice person. That person might be great and kind. But at the end of the day, you have to destroy them. That's just how it is. You might say, no, that's harsh. That's a little too much. That's extreme. When it comes down to it, if that other person has to feed their family, do you think they will feel the same way? That they will give you a pass and let you take food off their plate, take money out of their pockets? No, they won't. If you still think this is cruel, think about an animal kingdom. How cruel that is. That is real life. That is nature at its finest. It's be killed or kill. That's the animal kingdom. That is nature. If you think this is extreme. Over there, that's survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. That's why I say you have to have two sides of you. One side, like I said, be you, whoever you are. But when it comes to improving, whether it's your physical health or making more money, you need to turn that switch on. You need to have that other side of you that is willing to get dirty and willing to put in that hard work, no matter what. And the same thing, people that are successful, they all have that same exact side. They're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. Obviously, there is extremes, but you have to have two sides. If you only have one side to yourself, You're just going to go through life being average, being normal, having a job that pays the bills, pays the rent, that you'll be comfortable with. You never be anything more than that. That one side will keep you there. You will never improve. You will never get better. You will never amount to anything in life, unfortunately. But that's what it is to have one side. Majority of people only have one side. And that's the truth. If you talk to anybody, think about it. Do they have two sides? The people that have two sides of them are people that are successful. That people that are made it. Or that people are trying to be successful. They have two sides of them. You have to. You have to have two sides. If you don't, you would just be like everybody else in this world. You'll be like the 99% of people going through life aimlessly. Now, the last podcast I talked about Tim Grover, and he talks about having dark energy. And he said that's something you have to be successful, and it's true. If you see Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, people he trained, if you watch them, you see it. They had that other side of them. They had that switch, that mentality to destroy that other team. Whatever it takes, you saw it. They had it. And also they had the other side, which is who they were. When they do interviews, when they're talking to friends, family, it was just them. But when it's game time, during practice, working out to improve, as Tim Grover calls it, they had that dark energy, the other side of them. They flipped the switch. It became somebody else that was willing to get things done. And that's what you need to be successful. And if you're competing against somebody else, whether it's a job or a business, and they have two sides of them, and you do not, I guarantee it, they will beat you. They will take everything away from you. Because they will turn that switch on, and they will go to that other side of them. And that side is a successful side. You have to have it. It's not optional. If you're trying to improve and get better, physically, mentally, financially, to be the best version of yourself, you have to have the other side. Most people that actually know me in the real world only see one side, like I said. They see me who I am. They never see the other side. Because most of them are not in the gym working out with me, or they're not there when I'm working on my business. They don't see the hard work, the discipline, the consistency. I go into that mindset to destroy and conquer. That's that mindset. That's the other side. And most people will never understand this because they only have one side to them. Majority of people I know only have one side of them. But the people that are successful, like I said, on my dad's side of the family, come from business owners. They all have two sides of them. The side I see when family gatherings, stuff like that, is who they are. In their business, they are different people. And that's what you need. My father had that. I have that. That's what it takes to be successful and to get things done. The average person that has a job has one side of them. They are who they are. They get the work done, go home, do the same thing over and over for the rest of their lives. Because they only have one side of them. If they had the other side and turn that switch on, either they would do a couple of things. They would try to get a promotion, move up the rank in their business, company, whatever they work in, field they work in, or work for themselves. Because if you work for yourself, you can make however much money you want. That's up to you. Is it harder? 100%. Is it worth it? 100%. Is it scary? 100%. but it's up to you. If you have that switch, if you have that other side of you, I guarantee you, you will not fail. But if you have that one side of you, you will fail. That's just the reality of it. So just think about it. If you know people that are successful or you see them on TV, you see one side of them. You probably see the outcome of the hard work and consistency, but you don't see the other half of them. You don't see when they're putting in work, late nights, long hours. You don't see any of that. You only see the one half of them is who they are. You don't see the other half of them that's putting in the work. Majority of the time, you will never see it unless you're with them. If you're actually with them, you'll see the other half. You have to go get it. That's the other half. No matter what. I truly believe things will get tougher. Society, as we know it, is going downhill. The middle class is getting wiped out because it's so hard to survive financially right now. And that's why I say having that other half is going to be crucial, because that other half will be the half that will help you survive during difficult times. Most people don't have that half, so those people, unfortunately, will struggle and collapse. And that's an unfortunate truth. Times as of now are not getting any better. Like I said, the signs are all around us. Things are just going to keep getting worse and worse. And you have to have that other side to survive, to get through these difficult times. If you do not, the future isn't looking too bright. So I hope you already have that other side, or you develop that other side, because it is crucial to improving and to becoming better and to surviving. That's going to be for this podcast episode. As always, appreciate you guys taking your time every day to listen. Hopefully you understand that this podcast is to make you improve, to force you to improve, to get better. That's the whole idea behind these podcasts, and to financially educate you as well. So thank you, Patron member, as always, for being a Patron member and helping support this podcast. Truly helps, and I appreciate it. If you want to be a Patron member, the link is always in the descriptions below. As always, please share, subscribe, and comment if you enjoy this podcast. It helps with the algorithm, and you guys help me grow this podcast more than I can by myself, and I truly appreciate that. So I wish you guys the best. As always, change your mindset to change your life. And like I said, you need that other side. You have to have the other side in the coming future. Thank you guys again. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Change Your Mindset podcast. Be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. As always, change your mindset to change your life.